Knight Capital Group. You probably never heard of them, but they were huge, one of the biggest players in the stock market. They made sure buying and selling went smoothly. Think of them as the air traffic controllers of Wall Street. August 1st, 2012, a day that will live in Wall Street infamy. Knight Capital, a titan of the trading world, stumbled. And it wasn't because of a bad trade or a risky bet. It was a tiny error, a software bug. This wasn't just any bug. This bug had teeth. It sent wrong orders into the market, millions of them. The market went haywire. Stocks were bouncing around like ping pong balls. Knight Capital, the company that prided itself on stability, was bleeding money fast. By the end of the day, they were staring into the abyss. A $440 million loss. It was almost unfathomable. How did this happen? It all started with a software update. Sounds simple, right? But in the world of high-speed trading, even small changes can have huge consequences. Knight had 8 servers. They sent out trades. 7 were updated with new code. 1 wasn't. That was the problem. The old server, it had an old function, a dormant piece of code. The new code activated it by mistake, like flipping a switch you didn't know was there. This old function, it started spitting out orders that shouldn't have been sent. The market was flooded. Chaos reigned. $440 million. That's a number with weight. Imagine a stack of $100 bills. Now imagine it's taller than the Empire State Building. That's how much money vanished. Knight Capital, once a giant, was on its knees. They had to find a lifeline, and fast. The stock market waits for no one. They found a savior, but at a cost. A group of investors, led by Getco, threw them a lifeline. But Knight Capital, as they knew it, was gone. They were absorbed, swallowed whole. The trading error wasn't just a financial blow, it was a blow to their reputation. The trust was shattered, and trust, in the financial world, is everything. You might be thinking, so Wall Street fat cats lost some money, who cares? But here's the thing, this wasn't just about Knight Capital. The stock market, it's like the circulatory system of the economy. When it sneezes, everyone catches a cold. And this was more than a sneeze. The chaos caused by Knight's error, it shook investor confidence. People got scared, they pulled back. The market took a hit, and when the market takes a hit, everyone feels it. Retirement accounts shrink, businesses struggle to get loans, jobs are lost. Knight Capital's error was a stark reminder. Even a small glitch can have far-reaching consequences. It highlighted the fragility of our interconnected financial system. Section 5. Echoes of Knight when algorithms go awry. Knight Capital's story isn't unique. It's a cautionary tale in the age of algorithmic trading where computers, not humans, are calling the shots. Remember the flash crash of 2010? The Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged almost 1,000 points in minutes. Then just as quickly it bounced back. The culprit? Faulty algorithms. These complex computer programs, they were trading with each other, creating a feedback loop. The market went haywire. Then there was the case of Navinder Singh Sarao, a trader operating from his bedroom in London. He used software to manipulate the market. His actions contributed to the flash crash. These examples show us that technology, while powerful, can be a double-edged sword. It can make markets more efficient, but it can also amplify risks. Section 6. Lessons learned. The importance of safeguards. So, what can we learn from Knight Capital's $440 million mistake? First and foremost, safeguards matter. You wouldn't build a car without brakes. The same goes for trading systems. Testing. It's not glamorous, but it's essential. Before you unleash new code into the wild, you need to make sure it works. And that it won't break the system. Kill switches. Sounds dramatic, right? But that's what you need when things go wrong. A way to shut down the system before it does any more damage. Regulatory oversight. The government has a role to play too, setting rules of the road for algorithmic trading, making sure there are safety nets in place. Section 7. Building a more resilient financial system. The Knight Capital debacle, it was a wake-up call. It forced the industry to confront its vulnerabilities, to build a more resilient system, one that can withstand shocks, one that's less prone to human error, one that's more transparent. So we understand how these complex systems work. Collaboration is key. Regulators, exchanges, and trading firms, they need to work together, sharing information, identifying risks, developing solutions. The goal, to prevent another night capital, to ensure that the financial system is a force for good, not a source of instability. Section 8. The human element, beyond the code. In our rush to embrace technology, we can't forget about the human element, the people behind the screens, the ones writing the code, monitoring the systems and making the decisions. We need to invest in training to ensure that traders and developers understand the risks of algorithmic trading, that they have the skills to manage those risks. We also need to foster a culture of responsibility, one where people feel empowered to speak up when they see something wrong, where mistakes are seen as opportunities for learning, not punishment. Because at the end of the day, it's humans who build and manage these systems. And it's humans who bear the consequences when things go wrong. Section 9. The future of trading, balancing innovation and risk. The world of finance, it's always evolving. New technologies emerge. Markets become more interconnected. The pace of trading accelerates. We need to find a balance between innovation and risk management, between speed and stability, between human oversight and technological advancement. The night capital story, it's a reminder that even in the digital age, the fundamentals still apply. Risk management, transparency,